Alright, so I'm going to do a video on how to fix gear on a window motor for a 1992 Crown Vic. So just to give a quick explanation of how this works to remove it. So I have the panel off here, but I've already taken it off, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Basically, go around the whole perimeter, remove all the screws, unscrew the door knob here, the lock knob, and disconnect all your connectors and disconnect your speaker, and it'll just hang there. And then come in here, and you'll have 3 bolts that hold on the motor to the regulator, the window regulator, which is in here. And then there's, actually before you take that out, even there's 3 brass Torx screws that go in here to hold that in, to hold it into the regulator. And then just remove it, and then there's a connector that goes to the motor, and then you come down here, and that's where the connection is. So I didn't think to film the removal of the door panel, but I figured that was more inconsequential. So, but it's very self-explanatory, pretty easy if you have just basic mechanical skills. And so anyways, the topic of today's video is this motor here. Let's see if I can get this light a little brighter here. Can be kind of finicky here. I'm going to fire up this light here. If I can make it a little bit brighter. Yeah, let's see here. Just gonna put that there. How's that? That's pretty good. Okay, so basically how this works is once you've removed the motor, I put up a short video just showing what it looked like when I first removed the cover and how much bits of plastic there were. But basically how this works, so this piece goes in this side up like that, and that's how you're going to remove it. You'll first start by removing this cover here, which just sits like this, the little Torx screw, so you pop that off, and then this piece will slide out. It goes down like this. And then before you can take this out, and very importantly, there's a little O-ring that goes on the groove here. So that'll need to come off first, and then you pull this out. So basically what happened is, for whatever reason, they designed it this way, but there's these like little knobs, and there's one end of it that's kind of rounded. Getting ahead of myself a little bit. But anyways, the side that's like more smooth and rounded, you should go up to make it easier to put it in. And so how this works is those go in these grooves here, and then this squishes in, and without it, it locks. So I think what was happening is these had all busted up for whatever reason. So this was just, it has a little bit of a catch, but it was just spinning loose. So the other thing too is if you get some grease, this is white lithium grease, which is supposed to, on the packaging, it mentioned that, you know, you can use for seat sliders and all that kind of stuff. So I think it should be good. Something that's not going to damage the plastic. But anyway, so I'm going to put a little bit more on the drive gear here. You can see that. Then gonna coat this. It doesn't need lots, honestly, and a very light grease, but I figured this white lithium grease would probably be just about perfect for what we're doing here. And gonna coat the base of the shaft here. And you don't need tons. That slips in, and that just locks into the drive gear. Then gonna put these little these little knob things in, and they just go in either corner. And again, this is the part that busted up. So I don't know what caused it to go. I don't even know why they designed it that way. I'm thinking it's maybe so it's kind of like a consumable item. So instead of other parts going, that would go first, kind of deal. But I don't know for sure. So, but anyways, I'm just gonna coat the spot here. And that goes in like this, and then you kind of have to hold them away, the little knobs there and get it seated. It can be a little bit of a struggle to get it on. And it is a bit of a tight fit too. So, but it does go on. So I don't know exactly how far it's, I think it's basically supposed to seat down along here. Let me give a little bit of persuasion. Yeah, anyway, so aside from that, once you get it, you know, play around with it a little bit. I don't want to waste your time showing you, but that needs to seat down until these two surfaces contact here. But then aside from that, I would just grease up this a little bit. This part here contacts the plastic gear on the motor or window regulator. And then aside from that, it's just pop the cap back on the way it came. Kind of has a little bit of a rubber grease seal here. And then put it back, reconnect it to the regulator with the brass screws. And then you just bolt on your motor back on and reassemble. So now there's a little bit more of a, oh, one thing, don't forget the, this. Actually, so this actually needed to go on first. But that, don't forget the little O-ring that goes on the shaft there. So aside from that, that's about it. And then just install it, reconnect it. So kind of a primitive explanation there, but hopefully that was helpful. So if you do have, so I guess the symptoms that I was having was I was just out of the blue, the window kind of got stuck and I could hear it just spinning and kind of grinding. And so I researched a little bit and figured this is probably what was going. You can get, I don't have the part number handy, but you can get this off of Rock Auto. That's where I bought this. And they just sell the gear separately and it comes with the little knobs. So yeah, if you have that problem, there can be a lot of things that can go wrong with the window, but this could be it. So this was, I don't know, $10 maybe for the gear, $20 tops. So it was a lot cheaper than buying a pump or a motor, and a lot easier than trying to do the whole system. So thanks.